Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and today I am reviewing The Godfather Part 2, starring Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Robert Duvall, and Diane Keaton, and was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and is about the early life and career of Vito Corleone, or Corleone, in 1920s New York, is portrayed while his son Michael expands and tightens his grip on the family crime syndicate. Okay, so obviously, this is obviously the first Godfather is a cinematic classic. It's one of my all-time favorites. So there was no way the sequel could hold up. And does it? Yeah, yeah, it does. In my opinion, I actually like this one even more than the first. All right, let's go into it. All right. First thing, the acting. Best acting I've seen in a movie, besides like some of the best acting I've ever seen. Al Pacino, how he didn't win the Academy Award for this movie baffles me. Almost just like how he wasn't even nominated for Scarface. Yeah, he so should have won this, but even though that was in the 70s, it really doesn't matter anymore. But he already won an Oscar, so I'm okay. I'm fine. Only accept the fact that most of his acting was more subtle in this one. Like every time he's on screen, he doesn't really even need to do much. You know immediately what he's feeling just by the way he looks. His acting in this movie is easily best performance he's ever done. And Robert De Niro is probably one of my all-time favorite actors, and I loved him in this movie. He was really good, really good. Really, it was at times it was kind of hard to see it, but when he was on screen, since I'm not really familiar with young De Niro, but once I was able to figure it, the more the movie went on, I was more able to figure it out, and so yeah, and he was excellent in this film. I actually think he won for this movie. But anyway, yeah, he was excellent in this movie. Diane Keaton was also incredible. She was also really good. And all the performances are all very good. Too bad the same thing can't be said about the third. Okay. What about the directing? Directing, incredible. Fantastic direction. Francis Ford Coppola is directed this one similar to, blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm really tired. I'm not really thinking clearly right now. He, this is probably, in my opinion, way better than the first. I don't know why. I love the first one, and this one does not have Marlon Brando, but still, I don't know why. I love this one way more than the first. Well, one thing is for certain that I was never actually bored with this one. This one's longer. It's like 3.5 hours long. It's like a couple minutes shorter than The Irishman. This movie did not feel like 3.5 hours to me. When I watched it, I was hooked from literally the first scene. I was never bored once. And I actually thought Al Pacino's storyline was gonna be like the most uninteresting one. I was like, yeah, I don't care. Let's go back to De Niro. But actually, it was the exact opposites. Well, technically not. I was interested in both storylines, but I was actually more interested in Pacino's storyline than De Niro's storyline. I don't know why. Even though De Niro's had one of the best scenes in the Godfather trilogy, where he has like a little, I think it was a sheet around his gun. He shoots it and it burns or something like that. I don't want to give too much information away, but it's easily one of the best scenes in the entire Godfather trilogy. And then there's this other scene that it's incredible. I can't go into it. It's a huge spoiler, but let's just say Al Pacino gets news about something. He's not happy about it. And the way he reacts it's incredible. like his acting in that scene is like flawless. Like it's real. Like I don't even see him acting in this movie. Like geez, this movie is All right, all right. Let's talk about the other thing. Does this one hold up? Is it dated? No, it's not dated at all. It's like the first one. This and the second one, this and the first one will stand the test of time forever. These movies will never die off because I love both of them. This one even more. Do I like it as much as The Green Mile? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. This is very close to being very, very close. It's one of those movies that I loved it when I first saw it. Then the more I thought about it, the more I started to love it. The more I thought about it more, the more I started to love it more. Yeah, and this movie is actually pretty intense. It's nowhere near as violent as the first film, but it's definitely more intense. There's no scene like there's no horse head scene like in this one, but like in the first one, but this one definitely has a lot more emotional intensity and a lot more intense scenes. Even though even the ending was very suspenseful, which I did not really expect that to happen. I didn't expect it to get suspenseful. Okay. Is there anything else I can talk about? Cinematography? Yeah, cinematography. Excellent. Perfect cinematography. Perfect editing, sound editing, everything like that. Amazing. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's really all I have to say. I have absolutely no negatives with this movie. No, not one problem. Flawless movie. I guess if I was gonna have one nitpick is that the movie is very long, so it doesn't really have much replay value. Even though, to be 100% honest, I totally would watch this and the first one back to back. Not the third one. I'm not a big fan of the third one. I'll review that one another time, but not anytime soon. I'm not in the mood of talking about it. In conclusion, The Godfather Part 2 is everything a sequel should be. Improving, being, just doing everything better. That's basically what this movie is. It's better. Like almost everything that they do is better than the first film. The first film's a masterpiece, don't get me wrong. This movie is even more of a masterpiece. I'm going to give The Godfather Part 2 an A+, and is a masterpiece. If there was a higher rating, I would give it to this movie. All right. So, if you've seen The Godfather Part 2, what did you think about it? And if you like this review, give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.